everyone, Miss White here, and I just want to tell you about characterization. And characterization is the process, the technical definition is the process in which the author reveals the personality of the character. In other words, it's how the character shares about the character. How do they tell us who is this character? What makes it so that when we're reading a book, we fall in love with that character, we get mad at a character, or we feel what that character feels? How do we get there? And that process, that is because of characterization. Okay? Awesome. If you didn't know, you should have your reading notes out. We will be taking notes on this today. Okay, so there are two types of characterization. There is direct characterization, and then there's indirect characterization. Okay, but before we get to indirect characterization, let's talk about direct characterization. And direct, that's a really long word. I'm like looking at it. Did I spell that right? I think I did. Okay, so first of all, direct characterization, it tells readers what the character's tells readers what the character's personality is. Okay, I guess that won't work. I was trying to get it on that line, so I didn't have to do that. Didn't work. That's okay. Okay, tells us what is their personality? Point blank, this is what it is. For example, Nathaniel was a hard-working, quiet boy. Okay? What kind of boy was he? Well, hard-working and quiet boy. It's pretty cut and dry, isn't it? Okay? It's very cut and dry. This is how it is. Okay, so if direct characterization tells it how it is, indirect is just the opposite. Okay, so if direct tells, indirect characterization shows. It's amazing. Show, don't tell shows up everywhere, doesn't it? Okay. Can't get it to fit because I write too big. Okay. It shows things that reveal the character's personality. However, this is a lot more complex. Okay? And there are really five things that we can use to determine what characterization is being used with this. Okay? So first things first. You're going to want to remember steal. Okay? We're going to go to a new slide so that we can see exactly what this is and have plenty of space, but go ahead and add this just right here underneath in your notes. Okay, so as we've said, with indirect characterization, we want to use steal, S-T-E-A-L, to help us reach a conclusion about who the character is. And steal stands for speech, T for thoughts, E for effect on others, A for actions, and L for look. We're going to go through each one of these and asking questions that will help us reveal who the character is. How does the character speak? So speech, that's our S. How does the character speak? Right? We want to look at that. Do they have an accent? Do they have... So the first thing we want to look at is speech. The S in Steele is speech. How does the character speak? Do they have an accent? Do they speak really slowly? Do they speak quickly? Do they speak angrily? How does the character speak? Okay, what does the character say? We might also look at what they say. Do they use kind words? Do they use mean words? Are they sophisticated words? What does the character say? Oops. Okay, the second thing we need to do is thoughts. What do the character's thoughts reveal? Is the character angry? Is the character bitter? Is the character nervous or scared? Does the character seem two-faced? They're saying one thing, they're thinking another. What do the character's thoughts show us? The next one I want to look at is the effect on others. So how does the character affect other people? Do they make them feel warm and happy, or sad and frustrated, or isolated and lonely? How does that character affect other characters? Okay. Next one we're going to look at is actions. What does the character do? How do they behave? Does the character work? Does the character do acts of service for other people? Does the character sit on the couch all day watching TV? What does the character do? What do they do? And how do they behave? Do they behave with kindness and following the rules, or do they sneak stuff? How are they following the rules of life, or are they just getting by? What do they do? Last but not least is look. Look. What does the character look like? How do they dress? Do they look nice? Are they pretty? Are they drop dead gorgeous? Is he or she more homely? How do they dress? Do they dress with fancy clothes from whatever brand name store, or do they shop at Goodwill and get stuff that might not be as new and top of the line? Or maybe they're homeless and they wear scraps. To be honest, I don't know. But we want to look at what the character does. What does that character look like? Okay, so what you're going to do to determine what kind of characterization or what the personality is as a result of the characterization of a character in the book. Okay, there's three things you're going to do. Obviously, you're going to read the text. Then you are going to analyze the text using Steele. Then you're going to draw a conclusion. Why do you think you're going to draw conclusions about the text? You're going to come to a reason as to why somebody might not do this or might do that or whatever. You want to come to that end result of why somebody did whatever they did. All right, that's it. Not that hard. You can do this. I'll talk to you later. Bye.